Hello everyone, welcome to another one of my London walking videos. I'm at Golders Green bus station. I've just came out of the bus. However, Golders Green is also a tube station on Zone 3 of the Northern Line. The reason I'm here today is because I'm going for a walk around Hampstead Heath with a friend of mine. She hasn't been here before. She'd been to some other section of Hampstead Heath, but not this side of it, whereas I've actually been here before. In fact, I went for a walk around this area with the Ken's event group 2 years ago. It was actually my very first walk with that walking group. I have posted the video of that walk on my YouTube channel, so you might have seen it. So I thought I'll show my friend this side of Hampstead Heath, in especially the hill garden and the Pergola. That is a very nice section of this area of Hampstead Heath. So I thought I've been here before. I even went and watched those old videos very quickly again, just to jog my memory of how to walk around the area. Therefore I thought, yes, easy peasy, no problem, I should know my way by now. But no, it didn't work out that way. We got quite lost, walking round and round in circles for ages before we actually found our way to the hill garden and the pergola. That's because once you get inside the heath, everything looks kind of the same. It's a really nice area, but be aware that Hampstead Heath is really big and you can very easily get lost in there. And also the weather wasn't helping. It seems very nice on video at the moment, but what you can't see here is a drizzle. It keeps drizzling on and off all the time. And it was really windy. The wind was gushing away and blowing left, right and centre. Really quite bad weather, strong wind with drizzle. And then a couple of times the sky looks as if it was about to open up and just chuck it down on us with bucket load of rain or something. And neither of us had an umbrella. So it was quite scary. I keep thinking, just don't do it. Just wait until I finish a walk, get home, go to bed, and then you can open up and have a storm if you want. But just don't do anything right now. And luckily it did hold off. We didn't really have any bad rain. Just a little drizzle every now and again, which was a bit annoying at times. But overall, it was a nice walk and we had a great day in the end, chit-chatting about a load of things. And although we got a bit lost, we did find what we wanted in the end. And we are now inside Hampstead Heath. It's a really nice place, but it's massive. Today we are only going to walk around the small section near the west side of the heath, which is the end nearest to Golders Green tube station. And you can of course get into Hampstead Heath from Hampstead, Highgate and various other entry points as well. But we wanted to go to the Hill Garden and the Pergola, and this is the nearest entrance into it. this was where we were about to start walking round and round in circles, because from now on we had no idea where we were or how we are going to get to the hill garden and the pergola. We are just walking round and round, and in the hope that we'll find it somehow. Still getting lost, still going the wrong way, this time coming to some sort of dead end in the open somewhere here. Obviously not where we wanted to go, so we had to turn around and go back into the heath. And I think we have found it, because in the background there is the pergola. The thing is, we couldn't figure out how to get into it. It's very easy looking at it now in the aerial 360-degree view, but at the time we were walking at ground level, much lower, because the pergola was on higher grounds, and we couldn't figure out how to get into it. There's all this path that we tried out, and it all lead us to some obscure dead end somewhere. So it was not for another 30 minutes or more, and asking various other bystanders before we finally found ourselves in the correct path and back into the pergola here. I think we have finally found it. After all that time, I am sure this is the hill garden, and it's a really nice place. We seem to be the only one there, no one was around, so we had the whole place to ourselves. And after wandering around enjoying it, we finally found the path to go to the pergola as well. It seems a hill garden and the pergola kind of linked together. So if you want to go to the pergola, the best thing to do is find the hill garden like we're doing here. Alright, so we have finished sightseeing the Pergola, but I think I would really like to go back there, maybe in the summertime when all the flowers are out in bloom, because I think it will look really nice when all the flowers are ready. When we were there that day, as you can see, it's a bit cold, so the flower might have shrank away a bit. But the story goes that a long time ago, I think this was during the Edwardian kind of period, a very rich man bought that estate, and then he built that pergola there for his summer parties. But nowadays, it's more useful as magazine photo shoots, mostly for weddings, I think. You might have spotted a wedding photo shoot earlier in the video. But anyway, we're finished with it now, and we are actually now trying to get out of here to go to the pub, because we are getting a bit hungry and needing to go to the pub for some food and drink. We got out in a minute, but then we end up walking the wrong way again. We actually walk in the opposite direction to the pub we wanted to go to. It took us a while to suss it out before we turn around and walk all the way back in the right direction to our pub. Here's a pub, the Old Bull and Bush. A really nice place in a perfect location, and we made it in good time too, because this was when it was about to pour down with rain. Inside, really nice, warm and inviting, bright. On the right hand side here, it's like a lounging area, a sofa that people can just sit and lounge about. The opposite side is where there are tables, so you can sit down and order food. Had it been a nice summer's day, you could have sat outside in the garden and that would have been perfect. But the food was a bit disappointed because I had fish and chips. I've been having lots of fish and chips recently, so I thought I'd try it out here as well. The chips was delicious. It was sweet potato. Highly recommend that if you have the choice. But the fish, you can see it looks big, doesn't it? Unfortunately, it's mainly batter. It seems the batter had been puffed up to make it look really big. The fish inside, there was really small, hardly anything there. And it was expensive, £13.50. It was one of the more expensive fish and chip I have had for a very long time. We have now finished with our food and are out to the pub, making our way home. And luckily, we are walking in the right direction this time, because the rain is making itself felt at the moment. It's drizzling quite heavily. So we are just walking really fast now, hoping to get to our station before we get drenched. We have made it back to Golders Green Station, and just in time too, because the rain is just about to start pouring down. You can see my camera lens, it's filling up with water droplets there. So this is it. We are coming to the end of the video. Hope you enjoy watching it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you again in the next video. Bye!